America.tv. I am Paul Leone with
John Pinkerton.
And we have very unique beer to talk about today. We're very fortunate. A limited one-time release that was sent to us. Actually, a couple cans. Hold up this one because they're different. Chad Mellis with Oskar Blues has sent us this can here, and you ended up getting that can.
I brought this one from the conference.
Yeah, from the conference. All right, so you and I were thinking on the same wavelength because I think I was getting this before I knew you were getting that, and because it was a one-time release, I'm like, I gotta have that because it just seemed really unique.
Yeah, kind of a cool can. I mean, this is an aluminum can.
Resealable.
It has a wide mouth resealable cap to it. And I'm not sure I understand why you would need to reseal a beer like this, but
and how long it would last, right? You know, but it's the first craft beer in a can like this from the Ball Corporation.
And I guess what I like about it is that whole kind of cone top aesthetic.
Yeah, that's
harkening back to the original cone top steel cans.
It's very nice.
Miller Lite has a can sort of like this too. I think
yeah, they do. Yeah, they do. That's why they say it's the first craft beer in a resealable can.
Oh, I got you.
I got you. So it's the first craft beer in a can like this. And it is a collaboration effort between Oskar Blues and Sun King. And so let's hear it. Okay, I've never heard that sound before for a craft beer. I'm just kind of throwing that out there.
It doesn't give you the same sort of response as the classic.
It's pretty strange. Let me pour some for you like that.
That's pretty.
Yeah. It is a Belgian Style Ale. And usually when the collaboration ales happen, would you say they take a little bit from each brewery and put it into a beer? And in this case, I believe they say Shagbark Hickory Syrup from Hickory Works in Indiana, and grain from Colorado, and specialty yeast from the Brewing Science Institute in Colorado.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
And so buddy Brian Pearson up there.
So the yeast strain comes from there. And so, so a little bit from Indiana and a little bit from Colorado.
So what is the syrup? The
Shagbark Hickory Syrup.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I've never heard of that.
I have never heard of it either, but I'm sure it's going to be good.
Yeah, definitely got that Belgian yeast profile.
Mm-hmm.
I think I'm tasting sort of malty type flavors, but you know,
Malty's
I guess some of that is the hickory syrup.
Maybe. It's super easy to drink, I can tell you that. And the thing is that, and it goes back to what we talk about, you know, it's 8% ABV, and which is always gets dangerous territory. It's like, oh wow, that's really good. Doesn't taste like heavy at all. And
yeah, I think in this last sort of marathon of beer blogs we've done, I've been finding so many beers that are high octane and are dangerously smooth.
Yeah.
So I think craft brewers are figuring out how to get that alcohol integrated, without beating you to death of the boozy quality.
Right.
Which is, I'm afraid, kind of a good and a bad thing.
Well,
it's a great thing in terms of the flavor and the drinkability, but yowza. Yeah, that goes down way too easy for 8%.
Right, but anybody who is into the craft beer and all that, I mean, anybody who has a brain cell in their head understands that the craft beer is really about quality and not quantity, you know. And so I think most people who understand that, who buy good beers like this, are not looking to go out and have a bender. You know, they'll have a couple of these and you'll taste them and enjoy them, and because you'll pay the price dearly if you do. I think with the ingredients and everything, if you overindulge with these type beers.
Yeah, my rule of thumb is the better it tastes, the more it's going to hurt.
Yeah, and it's probably true.
I think there's a lot to that.
Yeah.
I mean, the fact of the matter is that fusel oils and aldehyde, like acetaldehyde, you know, add a certain amount of complexity and flavor to a beer, and they hurt you real bad.
Yeah.
Like way more than ethyl alcohol is.
So the good, like you said, the good and the bad. You know, the good is that you can get a nice beer like this and enjoy it. I mean, I can enjoy this any time of the year, I think, with no problem at all. But without getting knocked over the head with the booze, you know, you won't. It's a nice, really, really excellent tasting beer. I think you brought up a good point, though. You know, if we want to, all right, John, you know, we're done with this blog or whatever, and we put the, you know, I'm interested to know the answer to this. You know, we put it back in our fridge. How long is it going to be before, you know, it's flat? Is it going to seal it back up tight? And I don't know the answer to that.
Yeah, I'm not. I mean,
because if it's resealable, the thought is, I'm only going to enjoy half a can now and maybe half a can tomorrow.
I guess this sort of harkens back to the discussion about growlers.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like growlers are
Couple
good for
days.
when you're Yeah, ish. Growlers are good for like when you're going to take it home and consume it.
Mm-hmm.
Some people say 28, 48 hours, whatever, but I would argue that it's going to start to. I mean, by the time you pour it, you're getting that whole glug back thing. I don't know, but at the very least, it's a cool container. Maybe you can refill it. Maybe you could use this as like a little mini growler.
I don't know. It's an interesting question, and maybe I'll just have to send an email and see if they can give me an answer to that. So when I put this blog up, because if you're going to put, be the first craft beer in a resealable can, resealable should be part of the equation. Without, for whatever amount of time that I don't feel obligated to drink this whole thing now.
So here's the other question that I would ask is, are both these? Did both of these come from one or the other breweries, or,
right.
or is this one from Oskar Blues and this one is from the Sun King Brewing? That's an interesting thing about collaborations. Some collaborations are literally blending of a beer that was produced here to one that was produced here, but in some states it's very, very challenging to do because of the state laws governing, which bringing taxed booze onto a licensed premise and blah 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 blah. I don't think we can do that in Georgia at all. And then of course other collaborations are just a brewer goes to a hosting brewery and,
right.
and it's a collaboration of the minds and one of the other brewery is actually executing it.
Sure. Yeah, I like this beer. I like this beer a lot, and it goes back to, damn, you're done with it now. It was a one-time release, is my understanding, and only, unfortunately, a lot of people got to drink this beer, but really, in the grand scheme of things, not a lot of people got to, have this beer. So hopefully they got a good reaction back, and it'd be something that they'll do again. But I'm not sure. But I feel very fortunate that Chad would send me a can of it because I know how limited quantities they had. So thank you.
Yeah, thank you very much. We appreciate you sending it.
Like I'm wearing my shirt for you too.
Yeah, we appreciate you bringing them out to the craft beer conference.
Yeah.
For I don't know the 4,500 or 5,000 attendees that we had.
Just handing them out.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Everybody got them.
That's awesome. That's awesome. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. See, I don't get to go to that, but that's cool.
Yeah, someday.
So here we go.
Media pass.
Chaka, and it's funny. It's funny when we do our research or whatever, and we Google Chaka, Land of the Lost came up, and I just had a little kid flashback.
Well, my immediate response to that was Rufus.
Rufus.
Chaka Khan.
Chaka Khan. Chaka Khan. Yeah, Chaka Khan. Yeah, Chaka Khan. Yeah, I forgot about Chaka.
Yeah, with Chaka Bakune. Miss Chaka.
See, I never knew the Bakune part, so you're really more of a geek than I am. I just knew Chaka. The little furry guy.
I always felt bad for Chaka.
Where is Chaka today?
Yeah, we wonder.
It'd be good. Where are they now?
It's probably drinking craft beer, big old beer belly.
Yeah, why not?
Still,
if anybody knows where Chaka
probably not nearly
is,
as hairy as he used to be.
Maybe not. Hopefully not. If anybody knows where Chaka is, please, Paul at BeerAmerica.tv.
Pink at BeerAmerica.tv.
Let us know where Chaka is. And I know that Chaka's in my hand right now, and it's...
Uh-oh, down the hatch. Look at you.
It's gone now because it's good.
Oh, boy.
So, yeah, and I have more. So, sorry. I'm going to drink it.
All right.
Facebook us. Check us out on iTunes. Subscribe to us on iTunes. Like us on Facebook, like Moon River Brewing, because that's where we are, and we appreciate you opening up your brew house to us and doing this.
The BeerAmerica.tv studios.
Yeah, right. And I'm happy with that. I'm happy to come here as much as I can to
it's good
enjoy
to be back
this.
home.
Yeah, exactly right. Exactly right. Cheers.
Cheers.
Oh, you know what? Sorry, that was my water. That was
foul.
I know, but I got none left. It's usually you that is way ahead of me.
All right.
Chaka Khan, let me write it.